Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings like this one, then don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is you choose a pile and I'll describe you. Okay, let's get started. In front of me, there are 6 different options, each with a different shell. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, and Group 6. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so a lot of different interesting cards came out for you guys. So a lot of different dynamics of your personality. So I'm just gonna call it like I see it. All right, so the first thing that came out for you is the King of Cups, which tells me that you could be a sensitive soul, okay, who's in touch with their emotions, but not sensitive in the way like, ooh, you know, like somebody says something and you feel sensitive. I mean, for some of you that might be, but more like you're in tune, okay? You're emotionally aware and stable. And you do come from the heart, and you are seen as like this upbeat, bubbly, friendly person who is heart-centered and heart-driven. And when people see you coming from the heart, just in the way you are, or like, I feel like it also motivates what you do in life. They feel inspired, and you come across like this star that shines and inspires them to do the same. I'm also seeing with the 7 of Fire here that you guys are like blazing down this path, okay? And you mean business, like to whatever matters to you. It's like you don't let anything or anyone or their opinions get in your way, okay? You're like, no, you know, I'm gonna be true to myself and I'm doing this, okay? So you're kind of unconventional in that way. So you're not swayed by people. Okay, so I'm also getting though that is when you feel most alive though, is when you are doing something that you are driven and inspired by. Okay, so we have the High Priestess reversed with the Moon Lenormand. So that tells me that you guys are actually a pretty private person. You don't like to like broadcast stuff all over social media, but if you do, I feel like it's usually something that you did that was you were inspired by, or it was some kind of creative thing, or it has some kind of significance with whatever is this thing that drives you, you know, what is the thing that's driving the heart driven, inspired action. And I'm also getting the impression with those cards that you are the type that would rather text than talk on the phone. So you're the type that's like, okay, is this textable? Like, ask yourself that before you ever call me. Yep. And not only that, but I'm also getting the impression that because this moon card actually disappeared when I had your cards out, it led me to believe when I found it was you guys might actually kind of unintentionally ghost people. Yeah, like you're the type that's like, okay, I'm emotionally drained. I will get back to these people when I have the energy. And I feel like sometimes it completely slips your mind. Or you think you texted somebody back, but it was really just you thinking about it and you never actually did it. Like, yeah, I'm getting that it's kind of an innocent vibe, like just the way you are, you forget to message people back. Okay, so you are an unintentional ghoster. Okay, the other thing though that's interesting about you is that like you're a thorough person. Like whatever you do, you make sure you do it all the way through the right way. So you're not about cutting corners and stuff, and it has to do with like you're just a no-nonsense person. Like, if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right. And you will actually read up or research whatever it is you're into. That's the other thing that's coming through with this, is that, like, you don't shy away from new ideas because you're like, well, you know, that's what the internet's for. Like, I can just research it. And you have this, like, interesting, uncanny confidence that, like, well, if others can do it, so can I. And that's what I'm into, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, you're a quick study. And you get it done. Okay, and the other thing that I'm getting with the Page of Earth, as well as the House Lenormand, is that you are like a pretty grounded, solid person. Okay, so you are like a stable, secure, reliable person, for the most part, okay? And it's just like, just this real like earth feel to you. Okay, so as much as you can be like a dreamer who takes action, who's private until it comes to whatever you want to show people, you have this groundedness about you and this practicality in taking steps, okay, to make this stuff happen, you know, to manifest your dreams, your goals, your visions. And I feel like, you know, you're a substantial person. Like, because, you know, you're more private and not so like maybe outspoken as, you know, different friends or people you know. It's almost like you let your actions do the talking, okay? And they're like, okay, yeah, you know, this person, they, like I said, they mean business, and they let their actions speak for them. So, but I feel like whenever you do, like, speak and post things, like, because you don't do it all the time, people are even more attentive to you than like somebody who's like posting a million times every day. So yeah. All right, group number 1, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so how would I describe you? So right away, we get the 4 of Fire reversed, which tells me that you guys are like a free spirit, okay? And you are basically going down your own path, so you're unconventional. And, or if you're not right now, like, you will be, you know, because you're like, one of the most important things for you is to be true to yourself, okay? So I'm actually getting like Sagittarius vibes here, you know? And along with that is the 6 of Fire. So I feel like some of you are like in the spotlight somehow, okay? Maybe you post a lot on social media. I'm also getting the impression that you guys could post a lot of selfies, you know, just like some kind of spotlight energy with you. I feel like some of you are or will be like social media influencers, or maybe that's what you want to do and it feels like it's off the beaten path, you know, like you definitely have that vibe going with you guys. And along with that is the Call card, which this feels like you guys are like reborn somehow, okay? So like some kind of significant change. And for some of you, this could be your outward appearance, okay? Maybe you drastically cut your hair short or dyed it, like something completely different, or just something. For others of you, this was more of an internal change, and you changed something that now is like, it serves the new you, like it's an elevated you, which is great. And along with that, okay, so I'm getting the impression when I see the Opportunist card and, you know, making your dreams happen, and I feel like, okay, so some of you might know him, some of you might not, but he's the social influencer Gary V. And he is all about helping others like manifest their dreams and not to listen to the haters and all the outside influences and to follow your heart and do it anyway. So that is definitely the vibe that I'm getting with you guys. And yeah, it just all ties in together, you know, like with your free-spirited way of being in the spotlight. And even, you know, even the call doesn't have to necessarily be a change outside or inside. It could be, but it could also be like you have totally made a switch up in your life direction as well. And then the Opportunist card and the Tower card for Lenormand, yeah, you are putting, you know, you do not miss opportunity and you make it, you do what it takes to make it happen, which goes hand in hand with the Eight of Pentacles here. So I feel like you guys are definitely like the type that will put in the work if it means, you know, something to you. Okay, but you guys are not all work and no play. No, you definitely also have this fun side to you. Actually, no, everything you do is fun. So you like bring the fun even when you're working, you know what I mean? And like people at work even are like, gosh, it doesn't even feel like work. And it's because you bring in these like party fun vibes to you, which is awesome. You know, like who doesn't want to have fun no matter what they're doing? And that's what you bring when you're feeling your best, you know? Okay, so the other impression that I'm getting with this card is that you guys, it's like you have a lot of different people that pursue you or dream about pursuing you, okay? And I feel like it's, again, with that fun vibe that you have, and you're just like, I feel like you've got this charming, like, witty, playful, flirty side to you. And I feel like a lot of people think they have a chance because of the way that you talk and the way that you are, just naturally. And you're the type that's like, oh man, this person thinks like they got a shot, and that's just me being me, you know? So yeah. And I feel like, you know, because you've got a lot of different people that are usually interested and hitting up your DMs, it's like you're like choosy. You don't just jump to the first person that gives you attention, you know? So yeah, people are drawn to you like a magnet, and you are hard to get. And I'm also getting the impression that you guys like to travel. Okay, so you're all about life's experiences, and I feel like some of you even like are into photography or love taking pictures of nature when you're out in different areas and are creative that way. But yeah, I definitely see though, you know, that you guys are good. You're good at manifesting your dreams. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so how would I describe you? So, okay, the first thing I'm gonna say is your guys' cards were pretty vague and mysterious. So the first thing I would say about you guys, okay, yeah, and the first 3 were reversed. So I would say, you know, you guys are very mysterious. Like, you're not an open book, okay? And I feel like on top of that, okay, so more specifically, and with the Ace of Air reversed, I feel like, and the Two of Air reversed, you guys would rather keep the peace than rock the boat, okay? So, you know, it goes along with you not being as vocal. So some of you might be more introverts, and others of you, again, like, are more motivated by you want to keep the peace, okay? So you're kind of like a Libra in that way, you know. You really love balance, you love peace, and I do feel like you value, you know, like alone time and being quiet, just that revives you and rejuvenates you. And like I said, I feel like, yeah, you don't like to rock the boat, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't post a lot on social media. And especially with everything going on, you're just like, yeah, I'm not throwing my opinion out there. There's no point in, you know, starting fights with people, like that kind of energy and vibe. Oh, and on top of the Libra vibes that are coming through for you, I do feel like you guys are in general, though, like classy people. Like just all around, like everything you do is classy. The other thing is, so similar to group 1, I get the impression that you guys are like the type that would be like, okay, ask yourself before you ever call me, is this textable? Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like, you're like, oh no, I don't want to talk on the phone. I would much rather text, okay? And on top of you rather texting, I'm also getting the impression that for some of you, you guys actually like to write. And I feel like if you were waiting for a sign, like this is it, that yes, you know, you would do well in this area, and that there's something about this like new insight that you would like be giving to the world if you did pursue this, or maybe you are but weren't sure about it. But I'm telling you, yeah, like it looks good. Not only that, but some of you, I feel like journal, and that's like how you know, insights come to you. Okay. And yeah, you reconnect with your spirituality through writing. So writing is an important thing in your life. Okay, so I'm also getting with the 6 of Cups, and this one in particular, that you guys, you're actually magical, kind of whimsical, mystical type people. And I do feel like it has to do with like your spirituality and the way that you are, and just like, I feel like, you know, she's sitting in nature, and I feel like you guys notice things that other people don't notice. And some of you might have like a creative outlet where you display that. And again, could definitely be through writing, it could be through photography, so some kind of artistic or creative outlet. And on top of that, I feel like you guys are also like pretty happy-go-lucky people, you know, who have a pretty like sunny disposition. Like you're happy, upbeat, kind of have like that childlike nature about you, where, you know, you see things with new eyes, like life's like an adventure to you that's interesting, and you just like, you know, you're fully in the moment. And I think, you know, people being around you, you put them back in the moment, and that in and of itself, fully being in a moment and enjoying the moment, is magical. But yeah, definitely this happy-go-lucky nature about you. And for some of you, actually, no, I'm also getting this for you guys. It's kind of like you have like Pisces, Cancer vibes. Okay, so like intuitive and in touch with your emotions, and just, I feel like you're more observant than a lot of people about what's going on around you, and like spiritually. So you're woke, basically. But I feel like, so a lot of your reverse cards are very airy feeling to me. And I think that what's interesting about that is, yeah, you guys definitely have like that Pisces imaginative way about you. So you're very dreamy, very imaginative, which actually goes hand in hand with the writing. Okay. And yeah, and I feel like that's what fuels your creativity for whatever you do. But I also feel like sometimes you guys lack groundedness, okay? And I'm not even putting you down. I'm just saying. So you might even feel like scattered, you know, energetically, and have to like ground yourself to feel like stable internally, okay? And it goes along again with the Pisces Cancer vibes of being in tune with your emotions, but not wanting to get swept away in them, or just too airy, you know, and like too caught up in dreaming and not enough like with the groundedness, not only can you feel more secure internally, but like you know, will then take the action, the steps to make like the dreams come true. And that could be in regards to the writing. So it's just something to be mindful of, because there is definitely like a lot of air and water feel to this reading. But all in all, yeah. You are definitely like this mixture of a peacemaker who is dreamy and imaginative and magical, and, you know, definitely have something going with you in writing. All right, group number 3, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 4. Okay, so how would I describe you guys? All right, so right away we have the Hangman reversed, which tells me that you guys are impulsive, okay? And you can also be blunt and just tell it like it is. Okay, so definite Aries vibes here. And I feel like, you know, you guys will just tell it like it is, and people will, you know, deal with it however they will. And you figure that's on them, you know? And it's not even you being mean, it's just who you are, okay? And along with that, so you're also like spontaneous too by nature, and kind of a wild card. Like, people don't know what to expect when they're around you. And yeah, you keep things interesting and you're very lively, okay? So definite like center of attention energy with you guys. And then along with that comes the 10 of Earth, which tells me that you're also conservative in nature, which, I mean, some of you might be conservative, but more so what I'm getting with this is that you have strong held values, morals, and beliefs that you stand by and live by. And yeah, they're pretty much, you know, like that's the way it is with you. And then the next 3 cards go real hand in hand with that, which is the 6 of Earth reversed, the 8 of Water, and the Whip Lenormand. And that tells me that you guys, okay, so along with your blunt nature and along with your conservativeness, it's like you don't shy away from like expressing your opinions, and it could be online or it could be in person. And I feel like other people who are the same way, they're blunt in nature, or at least they will be after being around you, you know, like, but they have their strong-held beliefs and values and morals and all that. And it's like, and if you express yours, it like activates it in them to express theirs. And then I feel like, you know, you might have this experience where you actually clash with people due to this. This could be a common theme with you guys. And I feel like, you know, you're kind of okay with it. You're just like, well, yeah, okay, I'm right, they're not, and bye, you know, like that kind of an energy. Again, I don't even get the impression you're being mean. That's just how you are. And along with that, you guys could actually be a bit of a gossiper, okay? So you're always kind of up on the latest of what's happening. Could be with the news, could just be with people you know. But yeah, definitely like there's some type of gossip theme with you. And on top of that, I feel like, you know, this kind of goes with the social side of you. You also, though, do have this fun side to you, okay? So it's not all like blunt and telling people and putting them in their place and, you know, sharing the right opinion, of course. But you do have this fun side to you. And like I said, you know, you can be the life of the party. You're very lively, very spontaneous person. But I also feel like there's this dream theme with you of wanting to manifest your dreams and goals. And yeah, like you don't shy away from taking action, and you do what it takes to make it happen type. Okay. And I kind of feel like, you know, the other thing that's coming through for you guys is I feel like people who are your friends and you get along with, like, they love the way you are. And other people, I feel it's like you either clash with them or they're intimidated by you. Like how strong-willed and opinionated you are. All in all, though, you know, you are a fun person, though. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye, guys. Hey, group number 5. Okay, so how would I describe you? All right, so we have the Queen of Cups here. So right away, I'm getting the impression that you guys are seeing, guy or girl watching this, like attractive, okay? Like people are drawn to you, just naturally. There's just something about you, and it's not just looks, but it's like the way you are. And you also have this dreamy, like, nature about you. And I'm really getting the feeling that kind of Pisces vibes, okay? So you're very dreamy, very intuitive, and just like aware, you know, more so than the average person about what's going on and spirituality. But yeah, I feel like you guys just kind of flow through life, kind of like gypsy vibes, like very mysterious and dreamy and magical feel to you. Like people can't quite put their finger on you. And I'm also getting the impression that you guys have this creative side to you, okay? So I feel like you're aware of what's going on around you, but on the other hand, though, you're more like, but when I'm focused on me and what inspires me, it's like, look at like what I get done, look at what I create, like, so you're very like into that right now, okay? Like that mode of, you know, just like doing your own thing and being creative instead of like super focused on everyone else, kind of like everyone else is, you know? And I'm definitely getting the impression that you guys are like a true friend. Okay, you are a loyal person. So yeah, like you're really there for people. You know, you don't just say it. You really are. You are that friend. And I also feel like, you know, you guys, you're a pretty balanced person. So you're not just so dreamy that you're just, you know, like always imagining, oh, what you could do or create or be. But you actually, you know, with the Two of Pentacles here, you have that practicality side to you as well, that groundedness, where you actually do take steps to making things happen, which goes back with the creativity. And on top of that, I feel like you guys are givers at heart, but at the same time, as soon as you feel like people, you know, might be taking advantage of your giving nature or how friendly you are, because I do feel like you guys overall are friendly people, you won't hesitate to cut them out. Like, you are all about, you know, what serves you, and you recognize that toxicness right away, and you're just like, yeah, not dealing with that, you know? So, yeah. Again, there's that balance of being a loyal, true friend to people, but at the same time, you know, if they like cross a boundary or a line, you're like, bye, you know? Another thing that's coming through for you guys is it's like you guys are the full package, okay? Guy or girl watching this, it's like you, again, going back to the beginning, like they see you as attractive, they see you as like just the way you are is like, you know, it's like you flow through life like magically, and you know, you make your dreams happen, or at least, you know, you're in the process of it. And if a true friend who's like, oh, I'm also with this card getting the impression like you also like to go out and have a good time too. But like I said, you are balanced like in every area of life, or at least you strive to be. So you're not just like all about like the nightlife or going out, you know, you also have fun staying in and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, people just, oh, and like the cutoffness is really seen as more respectable, you know, like, yeah, people know like, so people know like that you'll be there for them, but you'll also like, you won't hesitate to cut them out, you know, if they're not serving you. Okay, group number 5, this is what I got for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 6. Okay, so how would I describe you? Okay, so right away when I look at your guys' cards, the overall theme that I'm getting about you is that you are like a hidden badass. Okay, now what I mean by that is it's kind of like, you're kind of like Clark Kent. Okay, so I think you come across to the world a certain way, but it's not like really who you are. And it basically just has to do with like your personality. Like when you're at work or school or wherever it is that you go, it's like you're more serious and like just kind of like there to get the job done and then go home. Yeah, I mean, you may talk to people, and but you don't exactly completely open up and totally be who you are. And it's like interesting. Okay, so it's like, no, I'm not saying that you're not like being you. No, you are. That's a part of you. But I don't feel like you are fully you until like you're with people who you feel comfortable with, like that type. Okay. And not only that, but I just feel like overall, like almost like you have a secret life, but like they just don't see the full awesome you that you are, at least when you're in a more work school environment. And so yeah, okay, I also was getting not only with Clark Kent but like Ninja Turtle vibes, and it's kind of like, you know, and for some of you I feel like this is literal, like you might actually like do martial arts, and it's kind of like you have the Cobra Kai vibes, if you've, that's a show on Netflix. And others of you, it's not literal like that, but it's like you're just like I said, you come across more serious, more studious, more like hardworking, and let's get the job done, like all business. And then like once you are at home or get in your element with your friends, and then this cool, laid back, fun person comes through. And I'm also getting the impression that for some of you, you are into science or technology and you have a very innovative mind, and that some of you might even be working on an invention of some type. Okay, so definite Aquarius vibes here. You definitely think outside the box, and like I said, like that science technology feels coming through. So if you basically were a Ninja Turtle, you would be Donatello. Okay, actually, that would make another interesting video. Okay, so yeah, maybe combining like this technology theme and invention, maybe you're gonna create an app or something to do with social media. Yeah, it's like something like that with you. So like you're really good at what you do, whatever it is you're into. Now, as far as yourself goes, I do feel like, you have this feeling of like you wish you were like the same cool, laid back, fun person that you are when you're not in the work environment. Like you want to merge the two worlds, and I feel like you're always kind of working on striving to be this well-rounded, better version of you, or best version of you. But like, I feel like you are making progress. You just don't see it because you're living it, but I feel like an outsider would see it. And, with the messenger of Earth, yes, that can mean like it could be slow moving progress, but it's still progress. And not only that, but, so I feel like along with that, you guys might tend to have a tendency to be kind of hard on yourself, but I feel like I said, you guys are more awesome than you realize. Okay, so the other thing is that for some of you, Sagittarius came through twice, so you might be a Sagittarius or kind of act like one, okay? But like I said, there's definitely that Aquarius nature about you as well, though, with wanting to do your own thing, create your own thing, something with technology, science, something innovative. And I'm also getting that you guys, this is kind of a wild card with the mix that you guys had, but you also have this romantic side to you. Okay, so you do believe in love, and yeah, I think that's why you're watching this. You want to know about, who are you meant to be with? So yeah, you got that romanticness at heart. And yeah. So all in all, group number 6, you are like this Clark Kent who's like serious, studious when you're at work or school, and then, basically kick ass the rest of the day. You know what I mean? And for some of you, maybe you are a ninja, literally, but in others of you, it's just metaphorical for like how you are. You're awesome, and you're fun, and you're innovative, and yeah, you're making big things happen. So, with the romantic side. All right, group number 6, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.